looking at the NOG 2025, what are your expectations? What do you see that is different from what we have seen in the previous year? We come to have conversation every year, and nothing seems to be changing. What is your take on this?
I think it's a great platform for the conversation to start in the industry. For the first time, we have a management team at the NNPC that is professional and technical. We've had the recent changes where independents have taken over what was traditionally an IOC space. We've had the service companies that have made a foray into the rest of Africa. All these three are coming together at a time when the geopolitical environment is so unstable, and therefore people are trying to chart away what role will gas play in this present dispensation. So this platform, NOG, has provided that energy for change, that drive for change. And I think that is what is going to happen. It's going to create a momentum that goes beyond just the conference.
Yeah, so one primary conversation we have heard so much about this morning is in the area of gas. You are doing a lot in the aspect of gas, particularly in terms of turning the gas we flare into money and economic value for the country. How long are you going with your gas commercialization program?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because it's turning upside down the gas infrastructure build-out. Typically, gas projects take a long time to gestate, and you start from the market, come back to the feedstock. In this particular case, Nigeria is already flaring more than 140 flare sites across the Niger Delta. Gathering them requires a lot of infrastructure. So the solution is to create solutions, modularized solutions that can go to the gas sources to monetize at source. And the market demand has been increasing because there's a value proposition. Gas is cheaper to run your equipment, your transportation on gas than it is if you are doing traditional fuels. So that mix has created momentum within the gas monetization space. What is missing is cross-functional partnerships between the traditional operators, the network owner, network operators, NGIC and the lot, and private sector capital, attracting private sector capital to build on the national infrastructure, spur lines, monetization projects. The growth of gas-based industries are so critical to reducing imports. Even though we are a major gas producer, we still import a lot of what we do, methanol and so on and so forth. Creating the impacts on agriculture through fertilizers and all of that, and even utilizing and leveraging the steel industry, right, and of course the power industry traditionally. So gas is so crucial, and I think the low-hanging fruit is the associated gas that is being flared across the country, but big projects are coming up in floating LNG projects that will make it work ultimately.
Yeah, but for me as a journalist, I don't see the speed of this transformation happening as it should happen. Let's take the CNG option, for instance, as an example. Most people have converted their car to run on CNG, but when you go across most of the stations, there's still no gas for most of those people to buy. The demand far outweighs the supply we're seeing. So what are the options? What are the quick solution, quick win, like you mentioned, that we can find to unlock some of these problems?
So the quick wins remain modularized solutions that take gas to market as quickly as possible. It is good that it's a demand-driven market as opposed to a supply-driven market. And what has happened now is that the demand-driven market is going to suck in investments into creating that thing. And you've seen that happen already with micro LNG plants growing up in Ajokuta. 5 of them are being built at the same time, with CNG hubs popping up in different parts of the country. It's going to take some time, but because it's private sector driven capital, there's an urgency, there's a hunger to get to market and start to monetize and create a business out of it. So I would think in the next 12 months, we're going to start seeing a lot of progress taking place. Yeah, and it's a very interesting time to live in, really, because people have been talking about gas for decades. Yeah, but this is the opportunity now to marry the market with the solution in a way that makes sense.